Welcome to the world of power balancing. Your situation is as follows. Imagine you are employed by an electric utility. The local transmission system operator, or TSO, has the responsibility to balance the high voltage electricity grid. However, they force your firm, as much as your peers, to balance your portfolio first. So basically, the TSO forwards its responsibility with you and your peers. And if you and your peers all stick to balancing your positions, the TSO does not have to take any action. However, in case of a leftover, they will act in the capacity of the balancing responsible of last resort. So, if there remains a surplus or a deficit, they will act in the balancing market. And if you cause that imbalance, it will be at your cost. So, altogether, your task is to balance your portfolio, thereby avoiding imbalance charges. As these can be very substantial, you have an important task. Handle it with care. In this simulation, you act in the capacity of dispatcher at an electric utility. This means you control physical power generating assets. This includes various power plants, hydro facilities, wind turbines, and solar parks. Quite some of those you can start or stop. And if they are running, you can ramp up or down to the preferred operational level. Besides, you have market access. This implies you can enter the markets and transact. Altogether, you can clear out foreseen imbalances either by operational decisions or by transacting in the ultra-short-term power market. This way, in case of a deficit, a so-called make-or-buy decision has to be made, or, in case of a surplus, a reduction or sell decision. On screen, your systems show you various aspects of your business, including the following: your asset base, including all power generating facilities, including their numbers and capacity. A weather report indicating weather conditions like wind speed and solar radiation. The intraday market, where you have access to whether you will have to make or take delivery, and of how much, due to settlement of wholesale market contracts that your company has concluded in the past but unwind now or over the next hours. The overall net position, indicated as a surplus or deficit. After all, it is the result of three aspects, namely, your production level, how much you will deliver to your client base, and the in or outflow due to contract settlement. Your role is not easy. Ultimately, your task is to balance the power portfolio of your company. But at a detailed level, it means you have to multitask, namely, as follows. See whether facilities are available or unavailable, and potential changes thereof. Check out the weather conditions and potential changes thereof. Compare market prices to the marginal cost of producing power yourself to see whether the market is relatively low or high. Get setter. In the end, you have to make decisions. Decide to start running your equipment or stop your assets from operating. Ramp resources up or down, and or enter the market to buy or to sell. And even though your task is primarily to balance volume-wise, when making decisions, also try to optimize financially, hence, also pay attention to prices. Good luck!